Hi guys, today I bring you my beautiful new Bentley S3 from 1963. So where do we start with this car? Well, I was looking for a T2. Anybody knows they only made like 568. Not so many survive. There's only about 30 T2s registered in the UK. I'm sure there's a lot more than that. Anyway, long story short, I couldn't find a good T2. A lot of them just seem to be bodged cars. So I rethought my process and of what I was looking for, and I came across this beauty. Now, isn't she just stunning? So this is the last version of the Series 3, and from what little I know, it's middle of the range, 1963. I think the last year was 65. This is the standard steel body. It's had two owners in the same family, and the original owner. So, and I'm the fourth. So let's show you. Yes, it's been painted. It's you know, I mean, of course it's been painted. It's an, you know, 60-odd year old car. But anyway, here we go. Look at this. The interior, it's just beautiful. Wood veneer surrounds, or laminate. I don't know how they do it. I think it has several layers of wood, and they steam them to get all that curvature, you know, around the surrounds. Yeah, I have to have a, I don't want to put a modern radio in here, so I'm just using my Bluetooth and a speaker in the back. But just look at those instruments. Yeah. Electric windows. Condition of that wood. Now we go to the back. Oh, you just got to love the sound of those doors. Again. Here's your opulence. Got your ashtray. Oh, there's no shortage of ashtrays. I'll show you some more in a minute, but anyway, just look at this. Yeah, your picnic table. Quarter light. Well, it would be on if the ignition was on. Cigarette lighter. Yes. No cigarette lighter in that one. Anyway, another novelty thing here, even has a picnic tray in the front. I mean, Bentleys would be driver's cars, not, you know, chauffeur like Rolls Royces. But if we go down here, you can see it's got an ashtray, another ashtray, that fold out table there, pull out table, ashtray over there, ashtray over there. They did enjoy their smoking back in the day. So under here, that's an air vent, which I'll show you on the front. But to open the bonnet, push this down, go down over here. Difficult holding a camera. Push that down. And then go up like this. Just look at that. 6.23 litre V8, Rolls-Royce designed. I understand they took some inspiration from some American engines, but it is their own engine. Aluminium block, wet liners, low pressure coolant system, so massive radiator. The S3 has larger carburetors than the earlier one, so they're 2-inch HD8s. Car has a Petronics ignition in it, removing the twin points in his system. And I've basically just been sorting out little things. At the moment I've only done the oil change. Next is a major thing, is the coolant change. When I say major, is that the heater valves have been disconnected. If I go down here, this is one of the troublesome valves there with the hose coming out. It has these elaborate electrical motor servos that open up flaps. It's the same type servo that opens the valves for the heater taps. And I know from looking at the service records that somebody who worked on it made a note that they are disconnected because the heater valves are jammed. So I've ordered 2 new heater valves, hoping my motors are good. There's another motor down here. Should be able to see it down there with the hose and the cap. It's in this box. That's the heater hose going to the matrix, and behind there's another servo motor. So there's no point doing the cooling system change without having the heaters working. There's 2 heaters, an upper and a lower. So it's, you know, a lot of put a lot of effort in, whereas today we just have one heating matrix with just a ducting system. So once I can get the coolant all flowing through the heater matrices, then I can safely go ahead and drain all the coolants. It's got taps on the engine block, taps on the radiator, going to flush it through with water, and then I'm going to refill it, and it takes the old IAT type inorganic coolant, which I've ordered. You know, people saying don't put the modern stuff in. It's hard to say, but you know, I don't believe the new stuff would eat rubber O-rings, which are on the wet liners. But then again, why take a chance? So I'm going to stick with the old technology. And but that's the next job that I need to do. You know, basically. It's had lots of oil changes in the last, you know, all the service records I've got. It's had an oil change every year, even if it only did 1,000 miles. Interesting, the speedometer only shows 33,500 or whatever. I did 200 miles over the weekend, so I put some miles on it. And everything telling me that's real. It's not done 130,000, it's done 33,000. Here we go. Don't you love that clock that goes the opposite, starts at the 1 o'clock position? It's very nice, isn't it? Bit different. Then starting procedure. I put a brand new battery in it. I thought, yeah, the one that was in there was undersized, and I thought, well, I'm going to put the best battery I can put in there. So I've got the XI Premium, and they say, foot down, it's got an automatic choke on it. And there it goes. Just let it, let's say, to blip it a little bit to get it on the high fast idle cam. I probably got the idle speed a little low, so I may need to up that. But while it's warming up, I'll show you its large boot. And in here, spare wheel, air pump, wheel brace. I'll take the modern funnel out of the way. It even has original inspection light, although I'm missing the power cord for it, but I mean, obviously today one would use you know, LED battery powered inspection lamp, but it's nice, those little details. Now, while I try and put this back in one-handed, under here, it's supposed to be poppered down, but anyway, the original toolkit. And as far as I know, all it's missing is feeler gauge and some fuse wire. Yeah, I did say fuse wire because many of the fuses in this car are, you know, a little module that takes, mainly it's 30 amp fuse wire everywhere. But I decided I'm going to get, you know, used to be able to buy that easily, but now you have to go to specialist places to find the fuse wire. Yeah, there's no slamming on this car. Everything is just a nice fit. So, next video will be a driving video. But for now, that is it.